Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Allison and I'm a junior at the University of North Texas, majoring in fashion merchandising. And I'm out of breath right now. I think it's because I've changed positions to film so many times because, as many of you know, I'm redoing my room currently and I like it, but like I have blue tape on my wall because I ordered prints and they haven't come yet. So I feel like it looks really weird if I film in front of it when there's just blue tape on my wall. As artsy as it looks, that's not the vibe we're going for, okay? But anyway, I recently asked some questions on Instagram and I wanted to have like a little Q&A with you guys. I just wanted to break up my usual content and just like answer some questions. If you guys have any other questions, definitely leave them down below because I love answering questions. Not really sure why, it's a hobby of mine. I like answering questions. I'm gonna go ahead and look at them on Instagram and see what responses I got. All right, yeah, so I posted this a couple days ago and I've waited until now because I kind of just wanted to wait for some responses to trickle in. But the first question I got is, what is your hair care routine? And I would just like to say, hair care I take seriously, but not as seriously as my skincare. Like, y'all know I literally have like a 15-step skincare routine. That's just how I am. I've been like that for most of my life, but it's definitely evolved over time. But when it comes to my hair, I only wash my hair once a week, and all the other days I use dry shampoo. I still take like body showers and wash my body every day. Like, I'm a clean person, but I only wash my hair once a week. And that's because I have blonde hair and I want to preserve the color as long as possible. And it's also a lot better for your hair if you don't wash it every day, like as minimal as possible. But a week is literally as long as I can go without feeling absolutely disgusting. But for dry shampoo, I use the Batiste dry shampoo and I buy it on Amazon in a 3-pack. Definitely recommend. I'll have that link down below. And then I use the Redken, it's the red bottle, I'll put it right here, shampoo and conditioner. I love that stuff. And then every other week I use this like purple shampoo combination for like brass and just like keeping my hair a cool blonde, I guess you would say. And I got that from Sephora. It's the Amika brand and it's a purple bottle and it looks like this. But that's essentially all I really do to my hair. I use heat on my hair probably like 3 to 4 times a week, but that's pretty much it. But I need to get more into my hair care. Like, I definitely need to get better about that. So the next question I got is, what is your favorite skincare product? Now, I absolutely love skincare, but one of my favorite products ever is coconut oil. As simple and to the point as it sounds, coconut oil is a skincare product that I could literally not live without. I use it to shave my legs. I use it in the shower to moisturize my skin because I do have dry skin. And I use it every single day to take off my makeup, and it works better than any makeup remover ever. And it's literally the product that I could not live without. Like, I've tried so many different cleansers. I love so many different cleansers. But literally when it comes to skincare, my skin would not be the same without coconut oil. So I definitely favorite skincare product. As simple as it sounds, I get it from Trader Joe's. It's like the raw, unfiltered one. The best. It's like $5 and it lasts me months. My next question is how to balance schoolwork and social life. This is a hard one, but actually very simple for me because I don't have much of a social life. I have a social life, but I keep it at a minimum. My schoolwork definitely comes first. It always has, because that's just something that's really important to me, and school is something that's not going to be there forever, so I might as well do my best now. And I always have a social life later on, you know? When school is in session, right now I'm on break, but when school is in session, if I have like an assignment due or anything like that, I definitely don't go out or like hang out with people or make plans. I live by myself, so it's super easy for me to focus and like get stuff done, but I can't do homework with other people. Like, I can't like be like, come over, we can do homework together. I just can't do that. I have to be by myself. And I literally listen to like classical music to get it done because I have a really hard time focusing and sitting still. So I guess just prioritizing schoolwork over social life, and then use the weekends to hang out with friends or like when you have that free time. But definitely prioritize school because it doesn't last forever. Might as well do your best, you know? My next question is, how did you get such a good work ethic? This question, the person that asked it, is a little biased because it's literally my boss at my work. So of course she's gonna say that, but I have heard that from people that I've worked for in the past. So I guess it's a good trait of mine. I would just say I've always been like that, like literally always. I don't talk about this a lot on my channel, but my first job was literally at Taco Bell. And it's because they were one of the only places that would still hire me before I turned 16. I was 15 at the time. It was my dream to become a YouTuber and like get a Mac and like buy a camera. So I literally got my job at Taco Bell, worked like 25, 30 hours a week as a sophomore in high school, which is terrifying looking back on it. Like, why did my parents let me do that? But I made it work somehow, bought my computer, bought my camera. I sold my computer like a year ago, but I still have my camera and I'll probably keep that forever because it was a very monumental thing for me. Like, I've always had that drive for more, and I guess that's what I think about when I'm working, like what I'm working towards. And I knew I wasn't gonna work at Taco Bell forever, but at the time, like all I could think about was like doing my best to get towards my goal. And I just feel like the job goes better when you do better. So obviously like I said, didn't want to work at Taco Bell forever, but like I was gonna make the most of it while I was there. So I got invested in my job, I guess you could say. Like, it was almost a challenge to me, and it's always been like that with me for everything. So I guess that answers the question, but that's all I really have to say about that. My next question is, what's in your hydro flask? The only thing that's ever in my hydro flask is water with ice, and sometimes lemon. My next question is, what do you order at Chick-fil-A if you go? Okay, I don't go to Chick-fil-A that often, and as many of you know, I was vegan for a year, and then I was vegetarian for 2 years. But I'm currently nothing, but I'm thinking about going back to vegetarian, so I'm not really sure. I'm kind of in an in-between right now because I keep getting sick from meat and I'm just very much over it. But the last time I went to Chick-fil-A, I got an 8-count nugget with a medium fry and a water with lemon. My next question is, who's your favorite band of all time? When it comes to bands, usually I just like singular individuals, like singular artists, but this is very hard. I really like Blue October. I grew up listening to Blue October because my stepdad is a huge fan of Blue October, and I really resonate with the band and like what they stand for as a whole. Love John Mayer, but he's not really a band, he's a singular artist. Chelsea Cutler, she's a singular artist. Who else do I listen to? I love Dan and Shay, they're a band. Who else do I listen to? Dave Matthews Band, I'm into it. My next question is, what are your top 3 places to shop? Top 3 places to shop. I would say ASOS, American Threads, which is where I work, and Urban. Yeah, that's pretty much the only places I really shop. Sometimes like Nasty Gal or Misguided, but they fall apart really fast, and I'm more into staples. But I also really like Buffalo Exchange. They have one in Dallas, but they're also in other states. But it's like a thrifted store, but it's very on trend. And I just got Doc Martens this weekend for $60, and they're my second pair of Doc Martens. But they're like a patent leather, like shiny look, and I'm very into it. But you can get really good deals, and the stuff is very on trend, and I'm into it. I definitely want to start thrifting more in the new year because I feel like it's more practical for my lifestyle currently, and it's kind of fun to like find things and like not everyone else has it, you know? My next question is, do you want any more cats? So currently I just have Marlo, my cutie little baby angel, and I love her to death. Insert picture here because I love showing people what she looks like, but you guys have definitely seen her. I'm thinking about getting another cat, but I kind of want to wait and kind of just like let her be an only child for a little bit and see how things go. But I feel like if I do get another cat, I need to be very strategic about it because I don't want her to be sad. That's like one of my biggest fears is my cat being sad. So maybe I would get like a kitten or something so she could mother it, because when I adopted her at the shelter, they said that she was a very early mom, like she had gotten pregnant when she was like 1 year old. And so I just think she would be a really good mother figure for a kitten. So I don't know, maybe possibly in the new year, way after the new year. It's definitely a possibility, don't be surprised if it happens. My next question is, what is your favorite type of wine? So I have multiples, and it depends on who I'm with. But if I'm by myself, I love the sparkling wine from Trader Joe's. They have the peach Bellini, the strawberry raspberry one that's super good. I'll put a picture of it right here, but I've shown it in my videos so many times. It literally tastes like juice, but it's juice sent from the gods, and I absolutely love it. It's $5.99, so I'm not complaining, and I could definitely drink a whole bottle by myself. My next question is, why did you decide to go to UNT? So there's multiple answers for this, but as many of you know, I did start out going to college online because I graduated high school a semester early. So as soon as I graduated, I started taking classes at NCTC, which is a community college in my area. It definitely wasn't it or where I wanted to end up, but for the time being, it definitely made a lot of sense to me because it was more affordable and I was fresh out of high school. So I just wanted to kind of keep up the momentum and not just take the other semester of high school off and not do anything, because that's just how I am. I can't just stop and not do anything. So someone's revving their engine. That's very rude. After I took a year and a half at NCTC, I transferred to UNT, which was honestly the plan all along. I was deciding between UNT and TWU, but the program at UNT for fashion merchandising is a lot better, and I feel like it's a lot more advanced for what I was looking for, the business route of fashion, that kind of thing. I've always loved the idea of going to UNT. My dad went to UNT, my mom went to TWU, and one of my grandmas went to UNT, and my stepdad went to UNT, and it just felt right. It wasn't too far from home. It's 30 minutes from my hometown, and I didn't want to go too far. I'm definitely a family, rude. I'm definitely a family kind of girl, so I didn't want to be too far from my family because I do have younger brothers. So it just made sense for me at the time, and I'm so glad I did it. I have not regretted my decision once. My next question is, why did I have to get pulled over at 11:49 p.m. on a Friday the 13th in a small town? I wish I had an answer for you, but you were probably speeding and it was probably for a reason. And it's also Friday the 13th, so shit happens, you know? My next question is, how to stay motivated when you're tired. This is hard. This is one of my biggest challenges. I feel like starting your day off right is really important. Getting a good amount of sleep is really important, because I feel like if you don't get enough sleep, it's very hard to stay motivated during the day because you're just so exhausted you can't even think straight. So I would say getting the right amount of sleep is number one. I usually get 8 to 9 hours every night. If I get any less than 7 hours, I literally cannot function. So I have to prioritize sleep. Also, some iced coffee makes a difference. I like to read my daily Stoic in the morning. If you follow me on Instagram, I post it almost daily. That is a really good source of motivation in the morning to kind of just get me going with a good push. Also, I like to listen to podcasts in the morning when I'm getting ready, motivational podcasts like Ed Milet is a really good one. The Skinny Confidential is a really good one. So I just kind of find things to integrate into my morning routine to keep me motivated throughout the day and start my day off right. I find that if I just lay in bed on Instagram for the first 30 minutes to an hour when I wake up, I'm not as motivated, and I kind of am left with a sour taste in my mouth for the day, which is definitely all on me because I'm allowing it to affect me that way. But I do know that it affects a lot of people that way, so don't feel guilty for that. But I would just say it's really important to instill a good morning routine, something that you look forward to in the morning, that kind of thing. But those are all the questions that I actually have for this video, or all the questions that I will be answering for this video. But if there's anything else that you would like to hear from me, definitely leave those down below or message me on Instagram, because I really love Q&As. They're very fun for me. I'm into it. So send me some more questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely thumbs it up if you liked it. Follow me on Instagram. I'll have it right here and linked down below as always. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.